S1 is given as omega n minus zeta plus I under root 1 minus zeta square, and S2 is equal to omega n minus zeta minus I under root zeta square. So displacement is given by x is equal to E zeta omega n t c cos omega n under root 1 minus zeta square t plus d sin omega n under root 1 minus zeta square t, where here observe for this value of omega n under root 1 minus zeta square, omega n, this value natural frequency multiplied with under root 1 minus zeta square is nothing but omega d, that is damped natural frequency. Omega d is nothing but, this should be remembered, omega d is given by natural frequency under root 1 minus zeta square. So here imaginary part, that is plus minus, that is it will be moving up and down, that is moving from mean position to down and down to mean position and up. So plus minus, it will be getting imaginary part, and that imaginary part omega n under root 1 minus zeta square is given by damped natural frequency, omega d damped natural frequency, omega d is equal to omega n under root 1 minus zeta square, where zeta is given by c by cc. Okay, now this should be remembered, damped natural frequency is given by omega n under root 1 minus zeta square. Okay, what is cc value? Check for the cc value, 2m omega n. Okay, this 2m omega n also can be written in different forms. We'll be checking when we get into the forced vibrations. 2m omega n, where omega n is under root k by m. Like that, we can change that. Okay. So this is damped natural frequency omega n under root 1 minus zeta square. It should be remembered, and omega d is always less than omega n. It is important bit. Natural damped frequency will always be less than undamped natural frequency, because zeta will be positive for any damped system. Zeta value, which is c by cc, will be positive only. Because by friction it will be reduced, damping will take place. By default, c by cc will be positive. Now solving this equation, 8.32, x is equal to e to the power of minus zeta omega nt c cos omega dt plus d sin omega dt. Okay, solving this equation where c is equal to x sin phi, d is equal to x cos phi. Those values, if you are substituting, what I get? Finally, x is equal to capital X e to the power of minus zeta omega nt sin omega dt plus phi. Observe for this equation carefully again. This equation also. Small x is equal to capital X, that is the maximum amplitude. Capital X is maximum amplitude into e to the power of minus zeta omega n t into sine of omega d t plus phi. Here I have multiplied three terms, capital X into e to the power minus zeta omega n t into sine of omega dt plus phi. These three terms you observe. To find any instantaneous at an instant time, what is the displacement, that is small x, is given by what is the displacement, that is small x, at an instant. At an instant, what is the displacement is given by small x, which is equal to capital X into e to the power of minus, observe for this sign, minus zeta omega n t into sine omega dt plus phi. Three terms I am getting. That is capital X, that is maximum amplitude. Other one is e to the power of minus zeta omega nt. So here minus zeta omega nt means what? It will be diminishing. It will be reducing. Okay, that x value will be reducing with respect to time. That minus indicates that point. Minus indicates what? This x value, small x value will be decreasing with respect to time t. And this term sine omega dt plus phi. What does this sine omega dt plus phi indicates? The shape of that curve. How is it diminishing? It is reducing, or the motion is in harmonic motion or simple harmonic motion, sinusoidal curve. Sine omega dt plus phi, sinusoidal curve. Sine omega dt plus phi indicates sinusoidal wave, whereas e to the power minus zeta omega nt indicates that it is reducing. Minus indicates that sinusoidal wave is reducing with respect to time, and capital X indicates the maximum amplitude. It is to be observed. You can check with the suppose there is a graph here. Okay, anyways it is here. X is the amplitude of vibration, and e to the power minus zeta omega n, natural frequency t, is exponential series decreasing with time, and it becomes zero when t is equal to infinity, and sine omega dt plus phi is repetition of sine motion. So here when you come down, time period is given for, as it is a damped vibration system, time period is given by 2 pi by omega d, or frequency is given by omega d by 2 pi. Now you can observe here, when I draw with maximum amplitude as x naught, it is reducing, that is minus zeta omega nt, e to the power of minus zeta omega nt, that is it is reducing. Now sine omega dt plus phi, here you can see how is it reducing? In a sinusoidal wave form it is reducing. So this is to be observed in that equation when it is a free damped vibration, where zeta is less than 1, the x value or the displacement at an instantaneous time t is given by x is equal to capital X e to the power of minus zeta omega nt into sine of omega dt plus phi. This is to be observed. It is reducing, and it is reducing sinusoidally. Now observe for these amplitudes x naught, x1. This is one wave, or one wave, that is time period td, from here to, if I am taking to here, or here you can observe from one crest to other crest to td, 2 pi by omega d, where omega d is nothing but, again repeating, omega d is equal to omega n under root 1 minus zeta square. Now this is the td, same td values. Now if you observe here, one first wave and second wave. Okay, na? Initially x naught. Next in the consecutive cycle it is become x1, and next consecutive cycle it is become x3, and in next consecutive x x2 to x3. Like this it will be reducing. Okay. Now this graph gives us the how it is reducing. It is reducing sinusoidally, and it is having x naught or capital X. That same equation is being represented in the form of graph here. You can observe. Okay. Now logarithmic decrement. Let us check. Now from x0 to x1 it has become, and x1 to x2. So what is the, how is it decrementing? How is it decrementing? From one cycle to other cycle. So consecutive cycles flow, how is it decreasing? Let us check. In one cycle to other consecutive cycle, it is given by x0 by x1. Next, from x1 to x2. Other cycle, next consecutive cycle x2 to x3. Like that, it is given by xn by xn plus 1 by e to the power of zeta omega n td. Observe here omega n td. Here in the competitive exam they will be giving omega d td. So you should be observing for those e to the power of zeta omega n t d. So this gives me the logarithmic decrement. That is, how much is it decreasing? How amplitude is decreasing for one cycle to other cycle. Okay, na? That is, when pendulum is moving from one extreme position to other extreme position, then it is one cycle, and again from it repeats that again second cycle, it repeats that third cycle. Similarly, now I should observe for these cycles how they are being reduced from one cycle to other cycle. That is nothing but given by logarithmic decrement, that is delta is equal to log of xn by xn plus 1. Okay, na? Natural log is equal to natural log e to the power of epsilon omega n td, or natural log into here e is there, so it becomes epsilon omega n td. So this can be written as epsilon omega n td. Td is nothing but time period for damped uh, vibrating system, that is given by 2 pi by omega d. Now what is this omega d? Omega d can be written as omega n under root 1 minus epsilon square. So omega n gets cancelled. So logarithmic decrement delta is given by 2 pi epsilon, 2 pi zeta by under root 1 minus zeta square. Logarithmic decrement delta is given by 2 pi zeta by 1 minus zeta square. That is, sorry, delta is nothing but here delta is given by, it is also important for any competitive bit, delta is equal to 2 pi zeta by under root 1 minus zeta square. Okay. Or delta is given by zeta omega, this omega gets cancelled, or zeta omega n td, zeta omega n td. This is also important point. Okay, these both ways you should be able to remember. Okay, decrement is given by log of xn by xn plus 1. These are the points to be remembered. Okay. or log x naught by xn is equal to n delta. So x naught is initial, xn is some nth cycle, xn is given by n delta. As we know, it is decrementing by delta. So we can take it as for one cycle to other cycle. So logarithmic decrement for n number of cycles is given by log x naught by xn is equal to n delta, or logarithmic decrement here, logarithmic decrement after n number of cycles is given by delta is equal to 1 by n log x naught by xn. Logarithmic decrement between the cycle is given by delta is equal to 1 by n log x naught by xn. Okay, if you want to get total decrement, you will for n number of cycles you will be multiplying it with n delta. So these are some of the problems which you can attempt. Okay, important bit, this will be asked mostly in the competitive bits. Omega d is equal to omega n under root 1 minus zeta square, or natural damped frequency is given by omega d by 2 pi, or time is td is given by 2 pi by omega d, and delta logarithmic decrement is given by 2 pi zeta by 1 minus zeta square. Okay, some problems like this. Some problems you observe for. I will be dealing with the problems in other session. Again, let us repeat me. Here this equation, the same whatever we have discussed previously. For free damped vibration is given by small x is equal to capital C to the power of minus omega nt sine omega dt plus phi. Omega d is nothing but under root 1 minus zeta square omega n. That simple thing he has written here. Okay, na? This is for when zeta is less than 1. So this is some review. Let us do review. Mx double dot plus kx is equal to 0 when damper is not there. This is the governing equation. Now natural circular frequency is given by omega n is equal to under root k by m, and the time period is given by 2 pi by omega n, or 2 pi under root m by k, or 2 pi under root g by delta, because mg is equal to k delta. You can write that way also. G by delta, here you can see here the same, and equation of displacement is given by small x is equal to capital X sine omega nt plus phi. Now check for free damped longitudinal vibration. Mx double dot plus cx dot plus kx is equal to 0. 0 because it is free. I am not applying any force, so it is a free vibration system. Initially it is moving because of that force mx double dot and with the other forces cx dot plus kx, which are acting because of this applied force mx double dot. So other external force or repeated force I am not applying, or periodic force I am not applying other than this mx double dot. So it is 0. Degree of damper C by 2m omega square whole square, and damping coefficient zeta is equal to C by Cc. Our observation will be under damped system zeta is less than 1, which is given by small x is equal to capital S, that is maximum amplitude e to the power of minus zeta omega nt into sine omega dt plus phi, sine of omega dt plus phi, where omega d is nothing but, again repeating, omega t is equal to omega n under root 1 minus zeta square. Now logarithmic decrement. Okay, this is regarding your up to damped this session.